Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I know y'all seen me do shrimp and grits before, but this time we're going to be doing fish and grits. Yes, Cajun fish and grits, and it has the sauce. It wouldn't be me if I didn't have a sauce, right? So we're gonna hop right into the video. So first we want to start off with seasoning our fish. I'm using catfish, but you guys can use whatever type of fish you like. And I'm gonna season both sides of my catfish with some Old Bay, of course, some black pepper, your favorite Cajun seasoning. You can use whatever type of Cajun seasonings you like, and some paprika. Flip it on the other side and season it with the same seasonings that I just named. Or you can add whatever type of seasonings you like to use. Now, moving on to our breading, I'm just adding 1.5 cup of flour, 1.5 cup of yellow cornmeal to my breading mixture. I'm going to mix it all around. And then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I just think the cornstarch adds a little more crispiness to our fish, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And then I'm going to add in some more seasonings to my actual breading. Some Cajun seasonings, some black pepper, some garlic powder, some paprika for color, and some Old Bay, of course. And I'm going to whisk that all around until it's nicely, evenly all up in the breading mixture. So we got our seasoning on our fish, seasoning, and our breading. We're good to go. Now we are just going to coat our fish in the breading mixture, and then we're going to set them to the side until we are ready to fry them. Now we are ready to fry our fish, and the oil of choice for me is vegetable oil today. So, but you can use whatever type of oil you like to. And I'm just going to fry these until they are nice and crispy, golden, absolutely delicious. Look at the seasoning shining right through. Guys, it doesn't take fish too long to cook. I honestly didn't time it, but until they look like this, that's why it's all up in the camera, because I didn't time it. Once they look like this, they are ready to go, golden brown on both sides. Now we can move on to making our grits. Now with the grits, you want to follow the instructions on the packet depending upon how much grits you're making. I was only making enough for 2, so I just followed the directions on the actual box. And then, of course, I like to add a lot of butter to my grits, and I added in almost a whole stick of butter, I believe. And then I'm going to add in some cheese, some sharp cheddar cheese, because I want the cheese to be nice and cheesy in the grits. So then I don't have to put the cheese in the actual Cajun sauce, guys. But it's up to you. I like to put the cheese in my grits, and I also like to season it with just a splash of salt and pepper. We got a lot of Old Bay in our fish, so we don't want the dish to be too salty, because Old Bay can be a little bit on the salty side. So I'm just going to do a splash of salt and some pepper. I threw in about 1/4 cup of sharp cheddar cheese. And once it gets nice, creamy, and smooth like this, our grits are done. We can set them to the side, and then we can move on to making our sauce, because y'all all know every good dish has a good sauce. Now moving on to the sauce, I'm going to dice up a red pepper, onion, and I'm using these beef hot links. You don't have to. I just think the sausages, when you have a Cajun dish, I think you have to add some type of sausage. And I'm using beef sausage. You can use turkey or pork, whatever type you want to use. I diced up 1/3 of an onion, 1/3 of red pepper, and then 1 whole sausage link. And then I'm just going to saute them in 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. You can use olive oil if you want to. I have my stove on a level 5. I always have my stove on a level 5. And then we're just going to saute that for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then once we do that, we are then going to add in about a teaspoon of minced garlic. You can use fresh if you like. And I'm going to add in like 2 sprigs of thyme leaves. And then we're going to saute that for 2 to 3 minutes more. Once it looks something like this, we're then going to add in some heavy whipping cream, guys. I added in about 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. And then we just going to add in some seasonings, guys. Well, this is a Cajun sauce. So with the Cajun sauce, we got to have Cajun seasonings. And we're using, of course, the Cajun seasoning, some black pepper, and then we're going to throw in some paprika. Now, the paprika, you can use smoked paprika if you want to. the paprika really for me just gives it color. And then of course some Louisiana hot sauce, guys. This is a Cajun dish. I just feel like the Louisiana hot sauce isn't spicy, guys, so don't be afraid if you don't like spicy. It's not really spicy. You can just add a couple of dabs to it just for flavor. And then that's pretty much it. We're gonna let this simmer on a low heat, guys. I think I cut my stove down to like a level 3. And then I let that simmer for about maybe 8 minutes. And then I cut it down to just like a level 1. Once it got to my desired color and my desired texture, because it's going to thicken up. And then we're going to be good to go. Add in some chopped parsley. This is actually fresh parsley, but you can use parsley flakes if you don't have fresh parsley. And we just going to let everything incorporate and just let it simmer. The longer it simmers, the better, sis or bro. Like, let it simmer for like another 10 minutes. And it's going to be a beautiful like orange color. My camera's not doing the color justice, but it's like going to be an orange color. And then that's it. You can taste it, see if you need more seasonings. And then we're going to move on to our crab meat, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have crab meat. So I added in 3 tablespoons of butter, let it melt. And then I'm just taking some crab meat that I bought from my local grocery store, and I'm going to saute that in the butter. And then I'm going to add some parsley and some seasonings into my crab meat, guys. Now, this is just for garnish, but I really think with the fish and the sauce, it tastes wonderful. And of course, we done had Cajun seasoning all up and through here, so we're going to add in some just a splash of Cajun seasoning, just a splash of Old Bay, and just a splash of pepper. And we want the crab meat to get kind of like that brown color. So I kind of just like just went ahead and spread my crab meat out in the pan, let that cook for about 2 minutes, flipped it on the other side, and you're going to start to see it kind of toast a little bit. I added some parsley in there to make it look real pretty, because you know parsley makes everything look pretty. And then we're going to be done. We're going to be set. We're going to have everything we need for presentation time, because we all know presentation is key. Okay, so you want to start off with some bowls, and I got these bowls from Walmart, but these bowls aren't too deep, but you can use whatever plate and dish you want to. And I'm just placing my creamy grits, I know y'all seen them grits, in the center of the plate, and give them a nice serving of the grits, guys. And then we're going to take our beautiful Creole sauce or Cajun sauce, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to place the sauce with the sausages all around the grits, because we still want our grits to be seen, and we got a lot of stuff going on in this dish. And so we're going to place the sauce around, and y'all see how the sauce now got that orangish color? It's really screaming Cajun, right? I know. And then we're going to take our beautiful golden crispy catfish, and we're going to place that in the center of the grits. We don't want the grits to be fully covered up, but we want them to like, hey, how you doing? I'm here, like type look. And then we're going to take the crab meat, put that on top in a diagonal shape over the catfish, sprinkle some parsley on top, and then take some paprika and just splash it on there, and that's it. And there it is. Then we have another brunch idea, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for summertime. And you got shrimp and grits, now you got fish and grits, and I don't know which one I like better. But that's it, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys are washing your hands, and I will see you guys at my next video.